important questions, theory questions. Of unit 1. Okay, so first question, let us discuss first question. So I will be writing question, you have to tell me how did we prove that, what was the technique we used. Yes, the first question is small m into b minus a, that is less than equal to LFP, that is less than equal to UFP. This was, I think, our first part which we started with, that is less than equal to capital M into B minus A. Let me write it here, capital M into B minus A. Yeah, can somebody tell me how to prove this? What is the technique we should use here? Okay, first step, write the definition. LPF का definition लिखो, UPF का definition लिखो. Next, and before that उसके पहले लिखाना है P, बताना है अपने को P is the partition of interval AB. Just tell about P. P is partition of interval AB. And what LPF लिखो, UPF लिखो. That is LPF क्या आएगा, summation small mi and xi plus 1 minus xi. Do you understand that? जो हम लोग ने किया था, अगर ऐसा है, so if I talk about this interval, that is xi and this is xi plus 1. So what will be your small mi here? Small mi will be minimum value. Minimum value is at this point. Do you understand? So this length will be your small mi. Correct. It will be your capital Mi. Capital Mi will be the maximum value. Maximum value is this maximum value. Do you see that? So this will be your capital Mi. So one thing is clear, that small mi is less than equal to capital Mi. Is it clear to you? Because what is your small mi? It is GLB and this is LUB. This is actually upper bound, this is lower bound. Next, what? Just multiply both the side by xi plus 1 minus xi. So this will become this. Where should I write? Small mi into xi plus 1 minus xi, that is less than equal to capital Mi into xi plus 1 minus xi. Do you see that? Yeah, or I should include one more thing. Small m is less than equal to mi is less than equal to capital M is less than equal to capital Mi, and it is less than equal to m. Is this clear? What is your small mi? What is your capital Mi? What is capital M, small m? Can somebody want to say something about this? Perfect xi to xl. Yes, or m. Hmm. Correct. Very good, अथर्व. आई वाले टर्म में स्मॉल एम आई और कैपिटल एम आई की टर्म में इंटरवल क्या है, एक्स आई टू एक्स आई प्लस 1, और स्मॉल एम आई और कैपिटल एम आई के केस में इट इज़ होल इंटरवल ए टू बी. करेक्ट. सो व्हाट आई एम जस्ट मल्टीप्लाइंग बोथ द साइड बाय इधर भी एम के साथ भी, स्मॉल एम के साथ भी, अरे स्मॉल एम इंटू सेम एक्स आई प्लस 1 माइनस एक्स आई, and that is less than equal to capital M into xi plus 1 minus xi. Is it clear? Can somebody tell me the next step? This is true for all I. Correct. I is lying between 1 to n. So if I add everything, add this part, add this part, add this part, add this part, do you see that what will be this? This will become LFP, LPF, LPFP जो भी बोलो, and this will be your UFP, UPF, and that will be, what will be this? Telescopic. Do you see that? that will just give me capital M into B minus A, and that will less than equal to small m into B minus A. Is it clear? Is it clear to you, everyone? If you have any doubt in this, then you can ask. Yes? Okay? Hello? Yeah. So this was the first question. Question number 2. Same question, I can reframe it like this. M into B minus A, that is it should be less than equal to that is less than equal to LPF, and that is less than equal to actual area. Correct? Integration of x dx from A to B, and that is less than equal to UPF, and that is less than equal to capital M into B minus. Is it clear to you? Will it be okay to prove? Same thing. Just you need to do one thing. What will be that one thing? Do you see that capital area will be in between? How can we claim that capital area will be here only? Yes, anyone? That is simple. You can talk about f of x. F of x is lying between small mi to capital Mi. Correct? And that is less than equal to capital M, and that is less than equal to small m. Do you see that? Same relation, but extra क्या किया मैंने इधर in between? I am including f of x. Correct? Like how you should argue, should do that. Okay. Uh, Let me go to the third question. What will be the third question? If I refine, correct? Refinement. Define refinement. Define refinement and prove that what is we have to prove. Suppose say P1 is refinement of P, then what is we have to prove? There it will be actual area, that is integration a to b f of x dx will be here. What will be here? It is LPF or FP जो भी बोल PF. This will be LP1F, and what will be here and what will be here? Can somebody tell me? यहाँ पे क्या रहेगा? Is this clear? That is अगर मैं लिखूँ अगर तो ऐसा लिखना है अपने को. कैसा लिखना है? LPF that is less than equal to LP1F. फर्स्ट पार्ट ये प्रूफ करो. सेकेंड पार्ट that is सब पार्ट है. First part, and second part will be prove that UPF that is less than equal to UP1F that is less than equal to UPF. Can you do that? This is what we have to prove. Do you see that inequality? This is how I used to tell you all the time. This will be my actual area. This is my LPF. This is my UPF. If I refine things, refine means what? Can somebody define refinement? P1 is refinement of P. What do you mean by that? परफेक्ट क्लोज आएगा, बट रिफाइनमेंट का डेफिनेशन क्या है? ये P1 कैसा रहेगा? हाँ, एक एलिमेंट नहीं बोलना है अपने को. करेक्ट. इट मे बी कि ज़्यादा और एलिमेंट एक्स्ट्रा रहे. द थिंग इज दैट योर पी जो ओरिजिनल पार्टीशन था दैट शुड कंटेन्ड इन P1. डू यू अंडरस्टैंड? मतलब मेरा सपोज P में कितने लोग हैं? सपोज x1, x2, x3, x4 like this. Perfect. So मेरा p1 क्या रहना चाहिए? ये लोग तो रहने ही चाहिए. That is x1, x2, x3 and x4. ये सब तो चाहिए ही मेरे को, बट ये छोड़ के और कुछ लोग होने चाहिए. इट में भी और कुछ लोग समझो, ए बी सी ऐसे. परफेक्ट. इज इट क्लियर? सो मेरा या इधर क्या दिख रहा है तुमको? कैन यू सी दैट दिस इनइक्वालिटी, दिस इक्वल दिस समथिंग p is subset of p1? Do you see that? Then we will say p1 is a refinement of p. That means we are adding some extra node in our p. Do you know these points are called nodes? Correct. So let me just draw it, and later on we can discuss. Suppose this is my graph. Suppose this is my graph. Okay, let me talk about only one interval. In this interval, xi2 xi plus 1, and here also something like this only. This is xi2 xi plus 1. Is it okay? Now what I am doing, I am going to introduce only one point in between. Correct. Initially what will be my LPF in this case? That is small mi will be this. This will be my small mi. Do you see that? And what will be my capital Mi? That. And in this case, if I add one more node here, if I add one more node here, that is point C, you can say. So what do you think? Which one area is bigger? Is this area is bigger, or is addition of this is bigger? What do you think? Second one. Everyone, do you agree with him? Okay. Or if I add one more node also, like this, just try to visualize this. So if I add one more node here, something, this will be something like this will be something. So now this is my area. What do you think now? I am going much closer to my area under the curve. Correct. If I add one more node here, I'll be much closer. Can you see that properly? You should argue like that. Can you see that? As I am increasing my nodes, what I am getting, I am going much closer to my actual area. And I talked about LPF. Do you see that? This is my, in this case, this is LPF, and this is LP1F. Correct? So do you see that what you have to prove? LPF that is less than equal to LPF. That is what I wrote here. Do you see that? LPF that is less than equal to LP1F. That is graphically सबको clear है क्या? Perfect. This is LPF and this is LP1F. Can you similarly think of UPF के लिए graphically? उधर क्या रहेगा? Let me just do it. The same thing. Try to see something graphically, then that will be quite easy for you. Same thing what I am doing in the interval xi to xi plus 1. Here I am not introducing anything. This is my original partition P. In our case here we are introducing something. Okay, what is capital M here? Capital M क्या रहेगा? At which point capital M will be? Capital M means upper bound, least upper bound. What is the least upper bound of this graph? This graph, do you see? This is decreasing function. So at xi, will this give me the capital M? Something like that. So this is what I will be having, total area. That will be my UPF. Is it clear? UPF. What about this? If I introduce one point C here, so this will be something like this, and here this is this, and here this is it. Oh, sorry, I should. This is wrong. Ah, in this interval, what is my capital M in this xi to C? It will be at this point, I think. Perfect. So this will be my area. What about this? This will be my area at C. This will be my maximum. What do you think now? Which shaded region have more area? And which is like, what do you think, what is the inequality? This is, I have drawn UP1F. Which one is less, which one is more in this case? Yes everyone. इसमें ज़्यादा है, फर्स्ट वन इसमें ज़्यादा है, परफेक्ट है, इसमें कम है, मतलब एक्चुअली यू कैन सी दिस पार्ट, जस्ट लेट मी शो यू दिस पार्ट, ये जो पार्ट है ना, ये पार्ट यहाँ पे नहीं आ रहा है, डू यू सी दैट? आई होप दिस इज क्लियर टू यू। ये पार्ट इसके पास एक्स्ट्रा है, परफेक्ट। सो व्हाट इज द रिलेशन? यूपीएफ बड़ा रहेगा किससे? यूपी1एफ से, दैट इज व्हाट माय सेकंड इनइक्वालिटी इज, जस्ट सी, यूपी1एफ दैट इज लेस देन इक्वल टू यूपीएफ। इज इट ग्राफिकली क्लियर टू यू all? Yes, once you have to just understand the thing graphically, then later on go to the mathematics part, because if it is clear graphically then you can do that, then there is no issue at all. Is it okay? Is it okay everyone? So now to prove, but we want to prove for refinement. Let us say P, let P be a partition, it is x0 x1 up to xn, be partition of interval AB. I am not going to write the whole proof. I am just talking about this. So this is my P. Let me define P1 as P union C. एक पॉइंट मैंने C लिया, और ये C पॉइंट कहाँ पे लूँगा मैं? Where C is lying between in which interval xi to xi plus 1. In this interval मैंने एक पॉइंट C लिया, परफेक्ट। तो मेरा P1 क्या रहेगा? It will be x0 x1 up to here xi, and xi plus 1 will be there. In between there will be one more guy C. Is it clear to you everyone? Perfect. Can you go ahead? Can you prove that next part by yourself? I don't think so there is any problem in that. What is the one thing we will be using here? I already told you. See, there are some notations first you need to fix, then later on you should go ahead. There will be a small mi. Small mi will be what? What will be your small mi? Can somebody? Correct. For x belong to xi to xi plus 1. Perfect. This is your small m. Now I will define one more guy, mi1 and mi2. Can somebody tell me what will be my mi1 and mi2? GLB of function, I am just telling this part. Just tell me the interval. Anyone? Very nice, very good. This is xi to C and this is C to xi plus 1. Is it clear to you? I think I should not go ahead. इसके आगे तुमको करना आना चाहिए. You just need to see what is relation between mi and this thing. Correct? And उसके लिए क्या यूज़ किया था हम लोग ने? I used something from set that is semester 1. Just I will say that and I'll stop this proof there only. I'm not going to prove it all the thing. If you want, you can just look at that notes given to you. What is the relation I want to do? If A is subset of B, or just proper subset actually, A is subset of B, what can you say about GLB of A and GLB of B? And what can you say about LUB of A and LUB of B? Try to see and try to take your time. I don't want answer instantly. Take 10 seconds and then tell me. You must, जब भी ऐसा प्रॉब्लम है ना तो क्या करने का, जस्ट एक इंटरवल ड्रॉ करने का, because we are not proving here, we are just going to conclude something. There is the interval here and there is the interval here. You can say this is your interval which is A and the bigger one is B. What can you say GLB of A and GLB of B? GLB of A will be somewhere here, GLB of B will be somewhere here. So what do you see the relation? Is it correct? Same in the case of LUB. Of this interval, LUB will be somewhere here and here LUB. See here I am not proving it. I am just writing it. Just I am seeing by the graph something has to happen, something like this, and in that case LUB will, oh sorry, other way around. This is your set A, this will be LUB of A, this is B. So this is bigger. So this is like this. Is it clear? This is what, but if you are aware with this, if you know how to prove this, then only you should use this in your exam. Can you prove that? Let me ask you that. We have done many times actually, many times like this. Prove the relation between GLB, LUB and everything. Can you do that? Shibhangi, you will be learning these all things in that foundation course, mostly in the last part, last week. You will be learning this all thing, how to prove this. If A is subset of B, GLB, LUB, everything. So that will be good for you. Yeah. Okay then, so let me go ahead now. With the help of this, you can, I think, you can prove that. You can get the relation between Mi and Mi1, Mi and Mi2. What is the relation? Which one is bigger? Mi is bigger or Mi1? Just now we talked about if A is subset of B, then GLB of A is greater than equal to GL of B. So what do you think about these two set? This set and this set. This set is subset of this, means what? This is my A here and this is my B. Correct? So what do you see? Set means what? I am talking about this, okay? Small mi is just going to be a number only. So what do you think GLB of A is greater than, sorry, what is the relation? GLB of B is going to be less than GLB of A, na? This is the relation. What will GLB of B? That is small mi is going to be less than equal to mi1. Is it correct? Is it correct? अरे you should say wrong लिखा है तो wrong बोलने का ना. GLB of A बड़ा होता है ना. GLB V, GLB of A, GLB of A is greater than GLB. Correct? You should say something. Try to talk. Okay. So let me stop this part. What is the next number? कौन सा चला था? ये third था क्या? I'm just doing all the. ये third था ना? Let us go to the fourth one. Fourth क्या था? Can somebody remind me? Third में दो part आ गए actually. So what is the fourth one? Riemann criteria of integrability. What is that? Can somebody define for me? What is Riemann criteria? Does anyone? If you are having a bounded function f from E to, before that there is definition of integrable. When do we say f is integrable? When LF is equal to UF. And later on this theorem is there. If f is function is integrable, if and only if for each epsilon positive there exists a partition P such that yes UPF minus LPF FP बोला तो दोनों FP ही रहना चाहिए like that less than epsilon. Is it clear? This was the definition. Do you remember that? Can somebody tell me proof of any part? Now I want all the proof, all the structure of proof. You just tell me the structure. What should we start with or something? So कौन सा पार्ट जाना चाहोगे? पहले यहाँ से यहाँ और यहाँ से यहाँ. Tell me. Yes. Let me start with the first one only. First one कौन सा? Suppose f is integrable, then we will prove this. Is it okay? Then prove this. Means what? We are given epsilon. We have to find a partition P such that UPF minus LPF is less than epsilon. Can somebody tell me the trick? We have already talked about this. अगर एक सेट है, इधर तुम्हारा LUB है, LUB of that set, and same अगर एक सेट है, यहाँ पे अगर तुम्हारा GLB है, so if this is least upper bound, correct? So if I take something less than that, is that going to be an upper bound? Is that guy going to be an upper bound? No. So what I will be doing, I'll be taking it as LUB of E minus epsilon by 2. Do you remember that? Something like that. And this will not be an upper bound means what? Means what? Not upper bound means what? यहाँ पे कोई तो एक एलिमेंट है जो इससे बड़ा है. Correct? No, sorry, I think I did some mistake here. This is least upper bound, no? No, that is correct, yes. See, this is my interval. This is my interval. This is my LUB of A. If I take something less than LUB, I will come in the set. So in the set, there are some people which are more than this point. Is it clear to you, everyone? You can consider like this. This is my interval. This is my LUB. If I take something minus LUB, LUB में से कुछ भी कम किया, so I will get back in my interval. In the interval, there exist some people which are greater than this part, LUB of A minus epsilon by 2. Similarly, can you claim in this GLB के केस में ऐसा इंटरवल ड्रॉ करूँ मैं? करेक्ट. इन दिस केस क्या करूँ? plus epsilon by 2 loop, that is, this is my greatest lower bound. If I go somewhere here, so this guy is not going to be my lower bound, not going to be my lower bound. That means what? There will exist some people which are less than that guy. Do you see that, everyone? ये तुम्हारा इंटरवल है, यू कैन कंसीडर इट एज, से मैं बोलता हूँ 1 से लेके 2 तक इंटरवल है तुम्हारा. एंड अगर 2 को मैंने एल भी बोला, 2 से अगर मैंने कुछ भी कम लिया, दैट इज़ 1.5 सपोज लिया मैंने, करेक्ट. सो 1.5 इज़ नॉट एन अपर बाउंड. वाई इट इज़ नॉट एन अपर बाउंड? देयर एग्जिस्ट सम पीपल 1.75, 1.90 विच आर ग्रेटर देन दिस. अपर बाउंड मतलब क्या होता है? वो तो सबसे बड़ा हो गया, इंटरवल से सबसे बड़ा. सेम थिंग हियर ऑल्सो. अगर मैं 1 to 2 ही लिया, तो इन दिस केस माई ग्रेटेस्ट लोअर बाउंड इज 1. what I am claiming here, if I take 1.5, that is not an lower bound for me. Why that is not a lower bound? Because there will exist some